Hello, traders. Welcome to another episode of our weekly analysis. And I remain your humble host, Mr. Wex. If this is your first time of coming across my videos, please do well to hit the like button, subscribe if you have not done that already. Thank you very much. Now, before we go ahead into this week's analysis, let's do a little bit of a recap of last week's expectation. So here we are on gold. Gold, basically last week I expected to see a little bit of a correction towards the trend line. I was anticipating a rejection around that area towards for price to push towards the immediate high, and of course take out the liquidity. Then that was basically where I was going to exhaust whatever position I'm having there. Now, on the other side of things, I also expected if we have a break below the trend line, then price should cover this range towards the zone. Then, of course, the only time I'm going to be switching my bias was if I see a break a close below, then of course a retest, and we should see price continue downward. That was basically my expectation, and we did see the drop and price continued towards the zone. Afterwards, I was flat because things were not clear for me. So on US30, so basically US30 of course has always been a good chart. So the expectation was to see a break above where price closed on Friday. This is the 4-hour time frame. I expect to see a close above for price to push towards this supply. This is also an imbalance. I expected to see a reaction around that point for price to shift to the downside. Then again, I also had another school of thought that if we see a close above the zone, then it therefore means that this range could be filled for price to further react, and then we could see a nosedive from that point. So basically that was the expectation. So we were able to catch some buys. Price reacted at this point, and that was where I actually liquidated everything, and I was just sitting on my hands. So let's see, what does this week hold for us? What does this week hold for us? So basically, as usual, we're going to start with gold. So going back to gold, so let's just clean everything. Then of course, if you are just coming across, and if you have watched this far, please kindly smash the like button, and if you have already subscribed, turn on your post notifications so that whenever I drop content like this, you will be the very first to get notified. If you have not subscribed, please, what are you waiting for? Kindly hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much. Now on gold, there are little key levels to note right here. So now if you take a look at this level, that is where we saw some reaction. So price did take out this liquidity and headed down to reject around this support level. Then of course we have another level right here we need to pay attention to. So this area where price kind of form what is known as a double top. So basically the expectation from this point would be bearish. Then again, I'm gonna be looking out for this. So this is why I'm gonna pull my trend line. So I want to see a further drop in price for price to react on the trend line. Then there should be a shift in price action back to the bullish direction. So basically these are the trend lines that I'm expecting to see reactions. Then of course that will shape my perspective for this particular week. So what do I mean? So I want to see a further drop to this area, then probably a reaction, then price will nosedive. This is basically what I'm looking at. So if we are looking at the zoning, so basically this forms a demand zone. So if price drops towards this demand, there might be a reaction. towards to take out this immediate liquidity right here, then of course people might be shifting to the buys, and then price would nosedive. So where are we heading to? So basically I'm going to be expecting a drop all the way to this level. So this is going to be my significant level on gold. A further drop, then a drop to the zone reaction, and price will nosedive. This is my expectation on gold. Then of course, if this does not happen, if we see a reaction at this point and price pushes back, closes above the trend line, and we see a reaction of this sort, so maybe a close above the trend line, so if we have a close above a reaction and price does this, closes above this level, then of course we are looking forward for buys. So for me to shift my bias to the bullish direction, it means that we should have a close above this descending trend line, a reaction, a close above this high right here, this resistance where we have our double top. So if we have a close above that level, right, then a reaction. So at that point I will expect price to shift to the bullish direction. Of course, we still gonna be looking out for our original target right here. So this liquidity is expected to be swept. So this would be my expectation for gold this week. So you just have to be patient and let the market come to you. Now on US30, basically looking at the chart, it's a little bit messy, right? So let's try to add some flesh to what the market is doing. So now there is a demand right here, because if you could see, price did create a support right at this point, at this demand area right here. So let's pick this. Okay, so now this is a demand previously respected by this action. So price reacted to this demand push. You could see initial exhaustion point was this, when price created this support, gapped, push all the way. This was the initial exhaustion point, then price corrected before creating a new higher high, then of course a new higher high. So then if you look at what price did after the reaction, we did see price push all the way to take out the initial exhaustion point with this candle. Then of course we saw a correction. So now there are two flips to this. So we want to see a close above this rejections, this one. So I want to see a close above that, then I'm gonna be going for bulls. So of course we should expect price to create new highs. So if we go to the daily, sorry, not new highs, rather. So we should see price push to take out this high. So you can see this high has been holding for quite some time. So this is basically the double top on the daily time frame. So it has been holding for quite some time. So I want to see a close above this price level, then price would shoot, and of course this level is likely to be taken out. And if that happens, I want to see price head all the way to this level. So we're gonna switch back to our H4 now that we have gotten our expected target. So our expected target is 43,437 on the long expectation when it comes to US30. So a close above the a close above this level, we should see price push bullish. So this is basically my expectation on US30. Then again, you always want to look at what price is doing. So if we do not immediately go bullish, if we close above this, then this range would be filled. So basically we're gonna see something of this sort. We want to see price drop to this level, and we can see a shoot to the upside. So I don't expect it price to go below this level. I don't expect that. So this is basically my view on US 30. I'm bullish on US 30. On gold, I am open to both direction, just gonna follow whichever level is taken out and what price does. I'm just gonna be reacting to it. So this is it. This is basically what I'm gonna be looking out for this week. So uh thank you very much for staying with me up until this point. If you have not yet liked the video, please kindly smash the like button, share this video, let it get across to many people, and subscribe if you have not done that already. Turn on your post notification, very important, so that whenever I drop content like this or whenever I come live, you will be notified. Peace. See you on the winning side.